I think Word AI are scammers and you should leave your fingers from them via its user-friendly user interface that makes using it user-friendly interface. If you want to rewrite your AI-created content so it cannot be detected anymore, there are not just many rewriters out there, but also many videos who claim to talk about the best one. But how good are these tools really? Today we'll have a look at the most common AI paraphrasers that I know and compare them against each other. The categories we'll look at are whether you need an account or not, how many free words you get, how expensive the paid version is, and then obviously the two most important things. How good the rewriters score versus a few different detectors, and if the text they create is actually readable and without mistakes. And I can tell you, a few of these rewriters are absolutely ridiculously bad when it comes to readability of the text. But let's get into the list and start with Spinbot, an entirely free rewriting tool that you don't need an account for. So the cost is free, but the readability of the text is quite bad. You can read it somehow, but I would rewrite large portions of it. But let's have a quick look at the text that I used to rewrite and at the different AI detectors. To get a comparison text, I just told ChatGPT to write me a text about social media use across different generations. And then I tested the original and all the rewritten texts with Content at Scale, GPT-0, Go Winston, Copyleaks, and Originality AI. And here you got the results for the original not edited texts. This is a likelihood that this is a human text score. So GPT-0 thought that it's 25% likely that this text was written by a human. Go Winston thinks it's 1% likely and Copyleaks thinks it's 16.6% likely. Okay, let's hope that all the paraphrasers do a better job than this. I'll spare you the copy and paste into every single detector and just look at the results. So for Content Scale, GPT-0 and Go Winston, they all thought the rewritten text was 100% written by a human, which is not too bad. For Copyleaks is 56.1% and Originality it's 0%, so 100% AI. And Originality is definitely the best detector of all of these. We'll see that later as well. Now let me read you a quick paragraph from Spinbot so you understand what I mean when I say it's a badly written text that you probably need to rewrite. It goes something like this. Recent college grads grew up during the web-based entertainment blast, and stages like Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat have become indispensable to their lives. Well, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound very good to me. I mean, it's okay, but I would rewrite that. Now to sum it up, Spinbot is completely free. It's got 100% in 3 different detectors, but it got 0% at Originality, and the text is not very well written, so you probably need to rewrite it. All in all, I would put it into the C tier. Next up is Stealthwriter. Now with Stealthwriter you need to create an account, but you can use it for free. With the free plan you can paste in 300 words per process. With the first paid tier, which is $20 a month currently, because it's reduced, I think otherwise it's $40 a month, which is quite on the high end, but with that you get 400 words per process, also access to their smarter ghost model. But what does it do? The readability is okay. There's sometimes use of weird and bad words, and sometimes there are very strange sentences just like this one. Caught up with the digital waves they have been over the years, however. That's it, that was the sentence. Sounds a bit like Yoda to me, but all in all you should be fine with a few minor edits. As for the different detectors, we got Content Scale with 100% human, GPT-0 with 59%, Go Winston with 68%, Copyleaks with 65.9%, and Originality with a pretty good 84%. Now while the paid version is very expensive, you get unlimited use with a paste limit of 300 words in the free account, the readability is okay with a few minor edits, and you get an 84% on Originality, at least for that text, which is pretty damn good. And yeah, I put Originality higher than the other ones. So with all of that, I would say Stealthwriter comes into the A tier. Next, I tried to have a look at Netus AI, and they should have a free account, but no matter what I did, it didn't work. error, maybe if I make it a bit shorter, and another error. Maybe if I make it even shorter, and another error, and another error, and it doesn't freaking work. So if we look at Netus, I'd say the free account doesn't work. Paid, it would be 10k credits for 19 bucks a month. I don't exactly know what that means, but okay. Readability and other things, I cannot say a lot to that. Why won't you work? So yeah, it should have a free account, it doesn't work. I cannot say a lot to if it actually works, how good the detection is. So I will not put it into the F tier, but let's put it into the D tier. Maybe if I delete even more? Still doesn't work. Moving on to Undetectable AI. Undetectable AI has a free trial of 250 words. So that's not 250 words per use, but 250 words in total. After that it costs $10 a month, which is okay I guess if it does what it's supposed to be doing. The readability is quite okay, really just a few minor edits and nothing worth mentioning here, it's really okay. As for the AI detector human score, we have a 100% at continent scale, as basically always. We got 90% for GPT-0, 93% for Go Winston, 61.7% for Copyleaks, and a respectable 67% for Originality. It's only 253 words, but only $10 a month and pretty good detection scores, so with that I give it a spot in the B tier. And with that, let's move on to Word AI. And right away, I think Word AI are scammers and you should leave your fingers from them. And aside from that, they also write pretty bad texts. So let's look at that. First of all, they have this ridiculously high price of $57 a month. And you need an account to start your 3-day free trial, and you need to give your PayPal or credit card information. I gave my PayPal, and when I went to cancel the free trial, because otherwise it charges automatically, there's basically a box that says something like, cancel the free trial to subscribe to the $50 a month subscription. And right below that there's a normal cancel the free trial box. But I clicked on the upper one because it's a weird wording, and I started the $57 a month subscription, but I cancelled since then, and I also got my money back thanks to PayPal. But this to me is just absolutely scammy, shady, and just shows that they are just in to make a quick buck with absolutely bad tech, which we'll get to just now. Because the readability is absolutely horrible. I'll read a sentence and it's just ridiculous. Listen to it for yourself. They often share nostalgic content such as family photographs as well as engage political discussions via its user-friendly user interface that makes using it user-friendly interface. Therefore, often sharing nostalgic content such as nostalgia as well as political conversations take place through this platform. I would say quality content like this definitely is worth $57 a month, wouldn't you say so as well? I don't know what any AI detection scores are worth with sentence structures like this, but let's go through them real quick. Continent scale obviously 100%, GPT-0 88%, Go Winston 89%, Copyleaks 52.5%, and Originality 49%. I guess Originality was also just, this must have been either written by a stupid AI or a pardon me retard. So to sum it up, they have horribly bad text that cannot really write. They are extremely overpriced, ridiculously overpriced, and they're extremely scammy and shady. Leave your fingers from them. They land a place straight in the F tier. I would put them into an X or Z tier if I could do that. And with that out of the way and my blood pressure slowly cooling down, let's move on to probably the most known AI paraphraser, Quillbot. And with Quillbot you can put in 125 words at a time without an account, which is tedious, but it is free. And the account, the paid version, costs $20 a month. When it comes to readability, Quillbot is probably the best AI rewriter and paraphraser out there. It reads very good, maybe a few minor edits, but you really can just copy and paste it as is. Unfortunately, Quillbot cannot keep up with this when it comes to AI detection. Even at continent scale, Quillbot could only achieve a 99%, and with that is the worst paraphrasing tool out there. Literally all the others got 100% here. GPT-0 was 26% human score, Go Winston 83%, Copyleaks 33.2%, and Originality 0%. Now it is free, even if it's tedious, I'll give it that, and the readability is pretty good. But with these AI detection scores, I can only give it a place in the C tier. And now let's move on to Chalkypapers, and it's free, completely free, no account, and I got 100% at content scale at GPT-0 and Go Winston, and I was like, hey, this is going great. 58.5% at Copyleaks, which is okay as well, then 0% at Originality, and I was wondering why 0% at Originality. The others were so good, and then I read the text. And as you can already see up there, abysmal. Now I couldn't even say horrible was Word AI, but this was even worse. Like, this was not even a text, it was just loose words thrown together. Let me read you something. It's truly ridiculous. It's hilarious. I don't even know what to say to this. Social publishing has enhanced and integral view our everyday lives. Forming the habit, we communicate, share facts, and do business. Remainder of something. Its influence lingers across generations, accompanying each group of same status, bearing singular patterns of social television use. In this item, we'll investigate by what method social radio use changes with various generations, from baby boomers to Generation Z, and try the progressing act of these terraces in bridging generational break. Well, on the bright side, this is completely for free and doesn't cost $57 a month. Obviously this comes into the F tier, even though it pains me to put anything next to Word AI. Alright, while Stealthwriter is the best, none of them seems really satisfying, so you all know what's coming now. Let's test writing it ourselves. Obviously this is free, the readability is great, but it also takes the longest. Let's have a brief look at the different AI detectors. And we got 100% at content at scale, 82% at GPT-0, 96% at Go Winston, 46.7% at Copyleaks, and only self-written we got 100% at Originality. This is also why I think Originality is the best detector and Copyleaks is kind of strange, especially with these points something, as if they could detect it that precise. It just gives a level of false security and precision, which I really don't like. And since you have to rewrite most AI paraphrasers for yourself, at least to some extent anyway, I put writing it yourself obviously into the S tier. If you create important content, may that be for a research paper or for Amazon KDP or whatever it is, definitely write it yourself. It's the safest way and the only foolproof method. Now, of course, you can have tools like ChatGPT help you, but rewrite it yourself in your very own words. And to use ChatGPT in the best way possible to get really great output for whatever you need, check out the beginner's tutorial I made about prompt engineering right over here.